Hi and welcome back. So it's time to do a versus video between two masterpiece fragrances. And the ones we are going to compare is YSL Y Eau de Parfum against YSL Y Le Parfum. And I'm going to tell you about both of them and then tell you which one I enjoy the most. And we are starting out with YSL Y Le Parfum. This is an aromatic, fresh, warm and spicy one. And it opens up with apple, aldehydes, grapefruit and ginger. Then there is sage, lavender and geranium, so you have the aromatic notes. There is tonka bean, there is cedar, olibanum and patchouli. And wow, this is one of the most versatile, easy to use, easy to like kinds of fragrances, and it smells fabulous. And quickly moving on to YSL Y Eau de Parfum. This is also an aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy and warm one. And this also opens up with the apple, it has the ginger and the bergamot, but there's no aldehydes in the opening. Then you get to the herbal aromatic notes and there are sage, juniper berries and geranium. And in the base, warm amberwood, sweet tonka bean, some woody cedar, vetiver and olibanum. So what's the difference? Le Parfum has grapefruit in the opening, which is one of my favorite notes. And it gives it a sweet and fruity freshness that I really like. Le Parfum also has lavender in the middle notes, which makes it a bit more fresh aromatic. And the Eau de Parfum has juniper instead of lavender. And otherwise they have just about the same aromatic mix. And I would say that Le Parfum has some kind of sweeter and smoother, softer base without that vetiver that you have in the EDP. And I would say that both of these are mass appealing, but they are not simple and they are not boring. These works for any occasion and they are just as good as wearing to work as if you are going on a date. They are both amazing and you can't go wrong with any of them. But I always tend to go with the ones that are sweeter and a bit more creamy if I have to choose. And that's why I am going with Le Parfum. And you know by now what you are going to do next. You are going to like this video and you are going to subscribe. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!